morning, everyone. We are the discussants about the lesson 2, beneficial and harmful interactions among living things.
Before we start our discussion, let's answer this. Answer the following jumbled letters to the form of hidden words. Write your answer in your notebook. Good job, kids. Now, let's proceed to our discussion.
So here's our lesson outcomes. First, learners will be able to describe how organisms interact in the environment, and second, identify the beneficial and harmful interactions among living things. So, what is interaction, by the way? Interaction of organism in the environment may be beneficial or harmful. The interaction, if one or more organisms benefit from interaction. On the other hand, if the organism is harmed from the interaction, then it is a harmful interaction. So, in the interaction, if the organism is not harmed or it is not hurt, it is a beneficial interaction. And if it harms any other organism, it is called an harmful interaction. So, that interaction is called symbiosis. So what is symbiosis? Symbiosis is any relationship that involves two or more species of different kinds of living and interacting together. So in symbiosis, it involves two or more species of different kinds of species or different kinds of organisms. Kasi pag walang interaction, walang symbiosis, and pag walang nakikipag-interact ng mga organisms or other species, is walang matatawag na interaction. So the different types of symbiotic interactions are, first, mutualism, commensalism, parasitism, predation, competition, and yung tinatawag na beneficial interaction is yung mutualism and commensalism. While yung harmful interaction naman is called the parasitism, predation, competition. So what is mutualism, by the way? Mutualism is a kind of symbiosis in which both organisms benefit from the interaction. So yung bawat isa na species or bawat isa na organism is nakaka-benefit siya from each other. Yun yung tinatawag na mutualism. And yung example ng mutualism is yung sea anemone and yung hermit crab. Kasi yung anemone is yung stings niya is yun yung nagpo-protect sa crab para hindi siya makain ng predator. And yung crab naman is yung nabe-benefit ng anemone sa kanya is yung mga kinakain ng mga crab is pwede ring makain ng anemone kasi nga yung crab is nakatago, diba, sa anemone. And another example is yung ants and or langgam and yung acacia tree. Kasi yung acacia tree is para yung nabe-benefit ng acacia tree sa ants is yung para makaiwas siya sa mga herbivores or yung mga animals na kumakain ng mga plants. And yung nabe-benefit naman ng ants or ng langgam sa acacia tree is na bibigyan siya ng protection from sa ulan or sa iba't iba pa na makaka-harm sa kanya. And the other one is commensalism. What is commensalism? Commensalism is a kind of symbiotic interaction in which one organism is helped and the other is neither helped nor harmed. An orchid living in a tree is an example of commensalism. The orchid has a place to live. The tree is not affected by the orchid. So, yung orchid is yung orchid and yung tree katulad nung yung ginagawa ni mama dati nung may orchid pa kami, nilalagay niya sa puno kasi 'di ba may mga yung orchid kasi hindi siya nabubuhay sa lupa. And yung ginagawa ni mama pa rin nilalagay niya sa puno para mabuhay yung orchid. And yung nilalagyan niya naman nilalagyan niya na puno is hindi siya naha-harm. Ito yung 'di ba, yung meaning ng commensalism is yung halimbawa yung isa is nakaka-benefit pero yung isa hindi naha-harm. Hindi ito yung yung dalawang example ng beneficial interaction. So,
Parasitism. Parasitism is a harmful interaction. In this type of interaction, the organism that benefits is called parasite. The organism that is harmed is called the host. A parasite lives in or on the body of the host. An example of parasitism is the tick living on the dog. The dog on which the tick lives is the host, while the tick is the parasite. The tick gets nutrients from the blood of dog. The dog may be weakened by the loss of nutrients from the presence of many ticks.
Example of parasitism are the helminths or worms in the intestine of the host, or lice in the human head. Plasmodium species transmitted by the Anopheline mosquito and causing malaria in humans. Etymology from the word parasites or para meaning besides, and the citos is meaning grain or food. The second one is predation.
Predation. Predation is another example of harmful interaction. It is the eating of one living organism by another. It is also known as predator-prey relationship. The organism that is eaten called prey, and the organism that kills and eats the other organism is called the predator. Example of predation are snakes feeding on chicks, eagle feeding on monkey, and shark feeding on small fish.
It also known as the prey or predator relationship. The best known example of predation is involved carnivorous, one animals consume another. Thinking of wolves hunting mouse, owls hunting mice, or hunting worms and insects.
Competition. Competition is another example of harmful interaction. Plants may compete for available nutrients, water, sunlight, and soil. Animals compete with both members of the same species and with other species for resources, food, and hiding places to avoid predators. If the competition is between organisms of the same species, it is called intraspecific competition. On the other hand, interspecific competition is between organisms or different species.
One example of competition is including the trees growing taller to compete for sunlight and two birds fighting over a worm.
And this is our summary of our topic. Symbiosis is any relationship that involves two or more species of different kinds living and interacting together. The different types of symbiotic interaction are mutualism and commensalism, while parasitism, predation, and competition, harmful interactions. Symbiotic relationships are important because they are major driving force of evaluation. This networking and cooperation among species allow them to survive better than they would as individuals. The living things is an ecosystem are interdependent. This means that living things depend on their interaction with each other and with non-living things for survival. And that's all. Thank you.